Good evening, Munchie Mafia. So tonight is the review of Fishwife. We're doing anchovies today. Aren't the boxes cute? They're just so cute. Greetings from Cantabria. Our anchovies are responsibly caught in the Cantabrian Sea, the only MSC certified sustainable anchovy fishery in Europe. They're brined in rock salt for 12 months before being hand packed in Spanish extra virgin olive oil at a third generation family owned cannery in Cantabria, the heartland of the anchovy canning tradition. Perfect for topping buttered toast, enhancing Caesar salads, or adding depth to homemade pasta sauces. And I'm really looking forward to this because my regular supplier of anchovies is no longer being sold up here on the plateau. So I'm looking forward to this, and I'm hoping that this one does not disappoint me. Now, the salmon and the tuna, oh my God, they were just so good. High praises. That's all I can say. Anyway, so we're making two salads today. And what we're making is a Mediterranean broccoli salad, and it's kind of a fun one. It's got all sorts of ingredients to it. It's one of my family favorites. And when I say my family favorites, it's something that my oldest daughter and I used to make, because one day I handed her keys to the castle and said, go pick a cookbook off the shelf, and that's what we're having for dinner. And she picked this out of one of the Italian cookbooks. And that was the day that she decided she doesn't hate anchovies anymore. So that's kind of a cool thing. And so this is kind of a shout out to my daughter Sandra, who now lives in Illinois. So shout out to Sandra. Anyway, Munchie Mafia, let's get to it.
There is a cozy little kitchen in an old and historic farmhouse, deep in the shadows of Mount Rainier. A kitchen which weaves a little magic over a cast iron pot upon her stove. She whispers a spell into the universe as the pot bubbles over, spilling the brew. Oh my, Chef Sivi, what's cooking? This is where the Munchie Mafia meets, on YouTube every Sunday night, for an hour of magic, mischief and whimsy, cooking up food to soothe the restless soul. The townspeople think Sivi is a little strange, a bit spooky and a whole lot of crazy, but she pays no mind to the subdued whispers as she passes by with a ginger familiar following close behind. A little dash of love here, a tiny pinch of passion there, with the stirry stir of the wooden spoon. She mixes flavors that delights the soul. Like and subscribe to Munchie Mafia Official, and gently follow that little bell icon. You may or may not receive notifications. YouTube features are so bipolar. A whiskey whisk of mystery, a stirring stir of mischief, a bakey bake of whimsy, and some lively laughs. Go get yourself a drink. Get some tasty snacks. There is still time to go party as we get the stream started. Maybe Sivi won't be late this time. A shake too. With the flick of Sivi's wrist and the wave of a mystical wooden spoon, the magic begins to brew. A whiskey whisk of mystery, a starry stir of mischief, a bakey bake of whimsy, yes, and laughy laugh. So let's brew some magic together. Don't forget to always cook with love and always eat with passion, because tomorrow never comes with the money that guarantees.
Alrighty, Roo. So, is waiting for that. He's pissed off right now. That's Rocky in the other room. He's a blue and gold macaw. He's a little noisy today. He's got a little bit of an attitude, and I tried to pet him, and he's like, nope, not today, Satan. So let's say hi to everybody in the chat. We've got 17 people, and we've got High Plains Camper, Devil Dogs Keeper Jamie, Yes I Can Barbecue, Tuber Chat, Demoose, Sarah Prestwood, Tim Mitchell, of course, Greg Johnson, Penny Ortiz is also here, Ace Howdy, and Greg Johnson. I think I might have already said Greg Johnson, but I don't remember. Sarah Presswood, Shade Tree Cook, Teresa Jukowitz is also here, and Whistle Stop Homestead. In case you guys didn't check out Whistle Stop Homestead, he released a video earlier today about some flamingos that invaded his garden, and so you'll have to go check that out. We also have Butler Family Farm, and I think I've gone too far. Yes I Can Barbecue and a Moose. Okay, so first one in looks like it was Simon, Yes I Can Barbecue. Hello, aloha, 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 and hello. So, first off, what are we going to do? We're going to make salad dressing from scratch using a food processor. This is a Ninja. I don't know what model it is. What I do know is when I first got this thing, I went to clean the blade and my finger slipped and I slit into my finger. That was painful. Never seen a blade so damn sharp. So these things are like menacing, but it's good. Let's see if I didn't kill it today, okay? Because the general consensus is that I am the murderer of food processors. Already killed 2 food processors since we started this channel 2.5 years ago. I've killed many more. Me and food processors don't get along very well, and it seemed like every year I would go through a new food processor. And I've only had this one. I haven't even had this one a year. So this is 2 egg yolks. Okay, 2 egg yolks. We're gonna give it a squizzy of lemon juice. These are seedless lemons. Or semi-seeded. Or whoops, wait a minute. These are not seedless lemons. Damn you. I'll pick it out later. Oh well, we needed crunchies in the salad anyway, so I guess we're just gonna have to just deal with it. Oh, that one, there's one right there. Be careful with the blade, Sivi. Don't cut your finger off, Sivi. Oh, shit. Okay, so out of luck. Okay, so juice of half of a lemon. We're gonna save the other half of the lemon for a garnish. Now we're going to give it just a smidge of Dijon mustard because it needs that lecithin to whizzy whiz with the albumin and create that nice emulsification of a cold emulsification. Oh, whoops. Okay, so that happened. It spat at me. Shame on it. But I'm supposed to love you. Why would you do that to me? All right. So, of course, I always forget. I personally love anchovies. And I'm really hopeful for these. These are not like the ones that I usually get, but we will soon see. So, again, these are from Fishwife, and this is not sponsored. I got some samples to play with, and so we're giving this a whirl. Wow. I'm sold. I am. I'm very sold. They're very... got a question. What are we making? We are making... Hello, Tiffany of Canadian Family Life. We are making Caesar salad dressing for 2 different salads. We're making a Mediterranean pasta salad with chicken. And then the other one is going to be this Italian broccoli salad that my daughter and I used to make. I told her to go and pick a cookbook off my shelf, and we were going to make something together, and she chose that, and she decided that day she didn't hate anchovies. But anyway, so we're going to make the salad dressing first. And I'm going to talk about these anchovies. So these ones have a firmness to them. It's actually quite delightful. They don't break apart. And they don't taste like a can. They actually taste like anchovies. Oops. I'm thoroughly sold on this. Now, we're going to take these fillets. They have nice texture. They just don't disintegrate like the other ones do. You know, the ones in the can or the ones in the jar that's all stuffed in there. Sometimes they have capers. This one is tax. I'm going to eat this one. Oh, the oil that they use for this, I'm going to use it. I'm going to repurpose it into the dressing because that oil, it tastes really good. It doesn't taste like safflower oil or anything like that. So we're going to give that a whirl. Okay, so now we got that going. We're going to put the lid on. When is the Texas Red Chili episode scheduled for? Todd saw. So, when the weather gets a little better. Right now we have a tropical depression off the coast that's pushed some really, I don't know what the word is, some weather that's not very desirable right now. And this is supposed to last for a few days, but there's another one that's forming. But we don't know exactly what direction it's going yet, so I can't promise you anything that's going to be in the next week, because I just don't know what the weather is going to hold. It's going to have to be on a warmer weather day, because I don't want to stand out there freezing my tuchus off. Love you, but not that much, okay? Just keep that in mind. But yes, but I'm also going to do, not at the same time, however, the pork chili verde. I'm going to do that as an outside cook as well. So we're going to get a tale of 2 chilies, but it's going to be separated 2 separate days, since I basically have been told that I'm staying home for a while until we get the, figure this nonsense out with my shoulder. If you guys want to hear all about my shoulder, go look at yesterday's live drive. It explains everything, and that's all I'm going to talk about with my shoulder. Hey, Judy Mae Collins, welcome. So if you got to know, go watch it later. It tells you all the details. I don't want to talk about it much more than that. So, but I am going to do both of them. because Simon, I love chili verde, and Simon would like to see that, probably to laugh at me because, Asian girl trying to make, Mexican food is going to be pretty funny. Um, Always makes comical, so he can point out all my mistakes. I'm kidding. He wouldn't do that. Maybe he would. I don't know. But yes, I do make a Texas red chili. One of my first jobs in a restaurant was at a barbecue pit, and we did a lot of caters, and it was a very popular barbecue restaurant in this area. There were actually 5 locations, and I actually got to manage one of them by the time all was said and done. And then I think there's one left out of all of them. But they were very well known for their chili, and I got to go and help with chili competitions and stuff like that to represent the restaurant. This was many, 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 many years ago. So to answer your question, yes, I am going to be making it. When, I don't know, but I can promise you it's going to happen. Just waiting for the weather to be more stable, because whatever is going on off the coast is unstable. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to get rained out and then, ruin all my cameras, because we are actually going to be taking the cameras outside. Not these ones, my old ones. I still have 3 left. One of them's over at Ed's house. The other 3, though, we're going to set all 3 of them out on tripods, and we're going to be running the live stream from outside. So you guys get to see my Harley sitting there longingly wanting to be out on the road, and some of the scenery, what little you can see of it, because we've got a whole bunch of willows, as a backdrop now because of the bank stabilization, to keep our property from sliding into the creek and, losing our house and so on and so on. And hello, Arlene. Welcome. So I hope that answers your question. And hello, Miss Tarot D. Much love to you. Nice to see you again. And anyway, so that's the story. I'm sticking to it. So what we have in here, before my squirrel goes crazy, is that we've got 2 egg yolks. And then we also have a smidgen of Dijon mustard, a can of the Fishwife anchovies, less 1 fillet, because I ate that one because, wow. It doesn't have a weird aftertaste either, for that matter. Very mild tasting. It doesn't taste like low tide. That's what I've always noticed about the canned ones, is that they always seem to taste like low tide after a while. And then we got the juice of half of a lemon, which I thought was a seedless lemon. So we got some seeds running around in there, but, we'll just deal with that later. So, anyhow, put the thing in the thing, okay? And then we're going to turn it on, and we're going to put it on. How do we use this one? All right. It's going to get a little loud. Jerry, I'm reading the screen right now. It says, if you don't read the chat, then we can't mess with you. Well, guess what? I'm trying to be a little bit better at reading. And yeah, so anyhow, I'm trying. Maybe that's why she isn't reading it. Yeah, that's it, Jamie. That's it. Okay, so we're going to whiz it. Going to take a look and see what it's doing. That looks good. So now, next, what we're going to do is we're going to get some extra virgin olive oil. We're going to put it into a measuring cup. Okay? We're going to start with that much because this stuff is damned expensive. $45. But it was on sale for $23. But that's the problem, is that it was $21 a week earlier. So I don't know what the hell, these grocery stores are thinking. We're going to take the rest of this oil. We're going to dump it right into that measuring cup. Because now we're going to turn it back on. We're going to whiz it and drizzle. Okay? So we want to drizzle. Oh, we also want some peppercorns. We want to go with some pepper. So let's add the pepper now before I forget about it, because I always forget about stuff constantly. You think, Jamie, but you missed all what I typed. Well, you know what? Guess what? I could do this. I could scroll back and look for Butler Family Farm, where you said ahoy to Miss Taro D. I should probably stop before I empty this whole thing in there. And does it have beans in it? No, it does not have beans in it. At least not mine. No, it does not have beans in it. So they're very serious about their chili. So drizzle slowly. You already hear the blade working, and it's twerking, and it's starting to come together a little bit. Why? Why did you do that to me? Did I really just kill... Timmy, where'd you go? Oh my god, he left me. Anyway. Please tell me I did not just kill another food processor. This cannot possibly be happening to me. I do not want to mix this by hand. I think I killed the food processor. It just turned off. Oh, no. Okay. So it's got a timer, probably. That's what it is. Alright, we're almost there. You always want to make sure you have a steady stream, but you also don't want to have it stream too much. Alright, so unlock, and there we have it. We got a beautiful, beautiful Caesar salad dressing. Now, if you start hearing some weird queefing noises coming from your food processor, you know what I'm talking about, okay? Weird queefing noises, that means that it's starting to get sloppy and you've put too much oil in it. So once when you start hearing that noise, just stop, or better yet, stop before that happens, because sometimes what will happen is it'll break, and the next thing you know it, you're going to have to take it all out, add more egg yolks, and a little bit more Dijon, and a little bit more lemon, and then start pouring, slowly drizzling that broken one in order to fix it. And at that point, it's like, you know, what do? Do you just throw it out, or do you start it over, but try to save it? Hey, Tiger, welcome. If your food processor starts queefing, you're using it wrong. I know, right? Sometimes my my choice of words is not very desirable, but you know, it is what it is. I think y'all are used to me being weird anyway. So, first off, we're going to start with the broccoli salad. Now, I'm going to explain this to you because I did this ahead of time because I didn't think you guys wanted to watch me blanch broccoli and then shock it or drain it and shock it and so on and so on. And I got some water in there. What you do is you get a pot of salted water and you get it to a boil. You drop your broccoli in there, give it a stir a bunch of times until it turns this beautiful, brilliant green color. It only takes like 2 or 3 minutes tops, okay? And it'll turn a beautiful green color instead of looking kind of, you know, drab and dull looking, right? So that's what you want it to do. And you shock it in some ice water to get it to stop cooking, right? And then drain it completely, and then you're good to go. So this is like about 1.5 heads of fresh broccoli, and what we're going to be adding is going to be some fresh basil leaves. This is the crappiest basil leaves I've ever seen in my day. Oh, let's give it a tasty taste, see what we think. Yep. Tastes like Caesar salad dressing. But it's fresh Caesar salad dressing. Okay. So it's not going to taste like the crap that you buy out of a bottle. Or a jug or a jar, or however way you buy it. It's going to taste a little different than what the mainstream Caesar salad dressing is, but I can guarantee you that it tastes 1,000 times better than the stuff that you can buy in the store that's already pre-made. Of course, if you need to buy stuff because that's pre-made, that's entirely up to you. There's no shame in it, but you know, we're making it from scratch because we're trying out a can of this in the Caesar salad, 2 chilled Caesar salads that we're making. And this one's a Mediterranean broccoli salad. You could also use broccolini. If you don't like broccoli but you like cauliflower, you can definitely use cauliflower instead. It's all up to you. So we're going to take a little bit of this chopped up basil. We're going to put some in here. We're also going to put some in our pasta. We also have a bowl of chilled pasta shells here. They're just little seashells. And then we're going to take some tomato. And I like to get the colorful tomatoes. We're going to just give them a chop in half or a slice in half. I like all the different colors because this is supposed to be a colorful dish, right? And we're just going to go ahead and we're going to make the salads or we're going to just prep up both salads at the same time. And just go from there. And one of the nice things about this salad dressing is it doesn't taste overly anchovy-like, but it tastes like anchovies, like a proper Caesar should. It should have the taste of anchovy to it. Now this one over here is going to be just a very basic little, can we use spinach? Yes, you can use spinach. Instead of the broccoli, you mean? Or add spinach to it? What do you mean? Because the pasta salad's going to have some romaine. And instead of just buying a whole head of romaine, I just bought a bag of romaine. It's cheaper. And it's the appropriate amount, because what am I going to do with the other half of it, you know? But yes, you can definitely use spinach instead, which is just as good. Don't wilt it though. Okay, So now we got tomatoes. Actually, we probably need just a little bit more tomatoes because this is going to be a pasta salad with chicken. This one's just going to be a broccoli salad with anchovies. So we're going to actually put some more anchovies. We're going to put that second thing of anchovy in here. I'm going to be the only one that's going to be eating this one, the broccoli one, because I don't think Timmy likes anchovies much. Okay, so let's go over what's in the box. What's in the box, Sivi? Well, I'm going to tell you what's in the box. We've got some fine dice of red bell pepper. Right here. We got some green onions. We got some fine dice of some English cucumber. We also have sliced cucumber. We've got red onions, and we've got uncured Genoa salami that's been chopped up. Oh, so good. So, now let's go back to this broccoli salad, okay? We want some chopped dates. Dates are delicious. Depending on, you know, if you like your salad sweet or not, you can put however little or however much you want. We're going to want some unsalted pistachio. Just a handful. Maybe sprinkle some more over the top. We're going to put some dried cranberry in it. You're probably like, what kind of frickin' salad is that? Just a little bit. Just enough to give it a little bit more texture to it. And then we're going to add some of the red onion. Some of the green onion. Like half of it. We're going to put the sliced cucumber in there. Probably only going to need a little bit of that. Okay, so there we have that. Now, we want to add a little bit more color, so we're going to put just a smidge of red bell pepper in there. Alright, Sivi. I see something weird on the counter. What are you going to be doing with the cherries? Well, I'm going to show you. We're going to get a bowl, because this actually asks for dried cherries, but I thought, well, why don't we just go with some fresh cherries? And then I realized, you know what, maybe I got out to the car and I was like, God, you know, that seemed like that was an awful expensive grocery store trip for one bag of groceries. And I looked at the receipt and I was like, almost $17 for a 2-pound bag of cherries. So guess what? We're gonna be doing some cherry thing with the rest of them, because you know this doesn't really call for a whole hell of a lot, but you definitely want some cherries in there. If cherries are out of your budget like they are mine, use the dried cherries, or just add more cranberry to it and get cherry infused dried cranberry, which is just as fine. They don't let you pick through the bag and take what little you want out of it, which kind of sucks. They want you to buy the whole damn bag. Alright. Probably just a few more. You know, about the equivalent of about a ½ pound for the size of salad that we're making. You can also add pomegranate instead if you can get pomegranates. It's up to you. Or you could just omit the cherries completely. But you know, the cherries, believe it or not, actually complement the flavor of the broccoli. They shouldn't make you. The broccoli should not make you as farty because they're not raw. They've been lightly blanched. There we go. Okay. Alright. Enough of that nonsense. Alright. Let's get the cherry carnage off my fingers. Now, next, we're going to want some sliced Kalamata olives. And that's going to add a whole other brininess to it. But it's going to be delicious nonetheless. You know, however much or however little you want. It's entirely up to you. Oopsie. And then we got fresh mozzarella. And these are little balls. They're not the huge balls. I was looking for the little tiny ones the size of a cherry tomato, but I couldn't find them. So we're just going to have to just slice them and just improvise a little bit. So just slice them into thirds and then thirds again for little chunks. We're going to use all of it. Yeah, this is something that you can't find, but you can find shredded mozzarella. You can definitely use shredded mozzarella. You can also use provolone as well if you want. And there we go. It's not a lot of cheese to this little container. Throw that all in there. And then we're just going to be good to go right there, just like so. And then just toss that in there. Get rid of our garbage. Alright. So there we have that. Now we're going to take this blade out and just kind of shake it off. Don't touch the blade, Sivi. You don't want to go to the emergency room today. Alright. Go get rid of this real quick. I don't know why my dog is barking.
She wants out.
She wants out? Okay. Alright. So now we got that going. We are going to next take some of this Parmesan, a little brick of it. I like this better than the pre-shredded stuff, but if that's all you can get, just get what you can. Do your best. Alright, now set this up for a lefty. Cut it too big. Drop them right in your little thingy and move that handle out of the way. Thank you, Simon. Don't touch the blades. I know, right? So, not too horribly much, but enough to say hello. I'm a Caesar salad, broccoli thing. Because it has to have a little smidge of it, right? Okay. Alright, now we're going to take this and we're going to put a glop of it right in there. Take our spoon and we're going to mix it. And it should just get all tied together. Just like so. And we're going to get this other box. Thank you so much, Simon, for the super chat. Much love to you. Alright. Let's open up another can because this has got to be anchovy forward. It's got to be very anchovy forward. And it's really a pretty salad when it's all put together. Except for we're gonna just kind of try to break that up as best as humanly possible. We're gonna add the rest of that oil in there and toss it. Tossy. And let's see here if I can find my balsamic, because we do want some balsamic vinegar in here. We're going to add just a splashy splash of balsamic vinegar. Count to 5, okay? That is if you got one of those fancy pourers in yours. And then move that out of the way again. We're going to break that thing of anchovies up so it'll mix in a mixy mix. And it's okay if you've got big chunks of it. Now, if you would like to have more meat in it besides just the anchovies, this is a nice side salad to go with some grilled chicken. It's raining here, so I couldn't do any grilled chicken on my new barbecue because I haven't had a chance to put it together yet. That's on the agenda though. And it's really kind of cool. It's very basic spit. Now we got this all tossed together. And there we have this one. And once when you put it into a dish, it looks really pretty. And the way that I would serve it would be in a wine glass. And then maybe put a little bit of hummus on the side with some pita bread. And I didn't feel like hummus today, so I didn't get all the ingredients for hummus. So there we go. You're going to want to let this sit for about an hour in refrigeration and let all those flavors marry. It's not supposed to be a heavily dressed salad, okay? It's supposed to just have just a light smattering of that dressing with some of the balsamic added to it. Because what'll happen is those cherries will start to weep and they'll start to bleed a little bit into the sauce, and then you're going to end up with extra liquid in there. That balsamic is going to want to say, oh, you know what, I don't really want to be here, so I'm going to just sink to the bottom. Then you're just going to have to mix it one more time. But it's good. It's all good. You can also blister a lemon and add to the top of it. And there's that. I'll show you what I mean by putting it into a water goblet or a wine glass or something like that. Something where it sits nice and tall. It's just really pretty. It's very colorful and a little bit playful. You can also serve fish alongside. And I made a mess of my glass. So let's clean the glass up a little bit so it doesn't look so messy. There's just no way to really make this really pop without getting the glass all messy. So there we go. You can put some little chunks of bread on top. Thank you so much, Todd Saw. I appreciate it very much. Okay, so now we got that. I'll be eating on this one for days, that's for sure. One of my favorites. I was so proud of my daughter the day she made that. I just sat back and watched her. Alright, so this one here is going to be some salami. The rest of those red bell peppers. Green onion. We want the rest of it in there. And the diced cucumber. And some julienne red onion. Now if you don't like the big julienne, you can definitely dice it up or just not put it in there. It's all up to you. Alright? So this one, we're definitely going to want some Parmesan, but I ate my Parmesan. Alright, there's that one. Light and bright, cheerful, tasty as F. Thank you, Demus. Muchas gracias. Alright. So we definitely want the Parmesan in there because we didn't add it to the dressing. I don't like the way that it, pulverizes it in a food processor. But we want to go a little heavier on this one because we're not putting the fresh Parmesan in it or the fresh mozzarella in it. Ah, come on. Twisty, twisty, twisty. That's tax. All right. I'm going to add some more lemon juice, because this one needs a little bit more lemon. Just like so. And now we're going to take the rest of this. I hope I made enough. Might have made too much pasta, but that's okay. I have regular mayonnaise. We can always, bulk it out with some regular mayonnaise. All right. Now we're going to toss this up with some tongs until it's all mixed together. Like pasta salad, like a proper pasta salad. This is going to be the chicken Caesar. Except for that you don't want to add the romaine until you're ready to serve it. And the reason why is because that romaine is going to cry and it's going to weep and it's going to just be a whole other level of FU. So don't add that just yet. Now, Kalamata olives as well. You can also put some pureed avocado in here as well if you want. You can also put some of the pistachio in here as well. However much or however little you want. Timmy's going to love this because this is dinner tonight for both of us. I'm more enamored with that broccoli salad. And I know he's not going to eat that one, but I know he'll eat this one because this one's delightful. That actually turned out to be the perfect amount right there. So let us pray. Remain where you are. Yes. I read that backwards. Anyhow. Hello, Gary. Welcome. Did I miss anybody else? I'm kind of stuck in my own little world over here for a moment. Okay, so we're done with all this. Let me get this out of the way as well. So we have more room to play. All right. So where's the chicken, Sivi? WTF? I don't see any chicken. It's because we're going to turn around and we're going to get this cast iron pan out of the oven that I've been preheating. I want the big one. No, wrong hand, Sivi. Wrong hand. Come on. Still not getting used to this. All right. So, got our pan preheated. And now what we're going to do is get our olive oil. Let me see here. Go to stove. Auto. There we go. Hey, look at me. I did it myself. All right. Oil the pan. This is going to be nice and hot because it's been in there for about an hour. Okay. Let me move this out of the way too. Put that over here. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts. What? I'm sorry, I forgot. My bad. I just screwed up the he's got an app for the ATEM to switch the switcher. Alright, so here's the chicken breast. Oh, son of a... Yeah, I just dropped it on the floor. Thankfully it didn't open up, but I think something is just dribbling down my legs. Okay, lay that down. Reach down and grab this chicken. Put it back on the counter. We want to add some salt to this too. Give it copious amounts of salt. Start with the presentation side down first. Just like so. Drop it right on in there. Alright. We're going to cook all of them. Now, unlike scallops, these you can crowd the pan a little bit. Not that big of a deal. 4. Well-seasoned cast iron pan can be your best friend. God dang. I want to know where they get these monster chickens that produce these kind of chicken thighs. This is ridiculous. And we're going to give it a little bit of salt on the top too. On the non-presentation side, just like so. Get rid of these. Put that over here. And we're just going to wait for a moment. Hope y'all are enjoying this. This is going to be a lot of fun. This one should be a really nice one for picnics or potlucks, whichever. You know, we get to spend some time together while we call the steroids and give chickens nowadays, allegedly. Yeah, that, and I guess apparently antibiotics also do the same thing. They bulk out the chickens. Antibiotics. Don't know why we're so screwed up. Allegedly. Indeed. Where are their tongs at? Get in there. Alright. As you can see, pan is nicely seasoned because nothing is sticking. That's what's important, is always season your pans accordingly. Kind of a tough month for me. Already spent too much money, maybe after the next paycheck. What? Oh, flamingos. Yeah. Poor Ed. It's gonna be like hating all of us by the time the end of the month comes around. Alright, let's give it a little bit of time. On this back side now, thyme is a little bit more forgiving than other herbs, so I'm going to just do a little sprinkle. I'm going to wait until we get a nice, good hard sear on these chickens. Flamingos. Did that work? I thought I set it up. Damn it. Oh, I don't like Nightbot. I'll have to look at it. Yeah, I want his yard to be just bombarded by pink. Alright. Flip that over. That one looks nice. We're going to actually put that right there for just a moment. And then flip this over. And kind of rotate them around a little bit. There we go. Just like so, just like so, just like so. The flamingo thing. Oh, there it is. Stream Elements got it. There it is. Stream Elements was just a little on the slow side. Because I'm an evil brat, so, and we're out conspiring against poor Ed. He needs more flamingos. It's a kind of an evil housewarming thing that we're doing. It's yeah. He's gonna be like, damn you, Sivi. I could just see him texting me here pretty soon. You did what? You didn't do that. Please tell me you didn't just do what I think I saw you do. Yes, I'm in for a good joke too, Gary. I'm in for a great joke. What? What? Huh? I'm just waiting on these chickens. Those are some fat ass chickens. Alright, so let's see if I got any. No, I'm not seeing it. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist right now. One of the things you don't want to add is some oregano. I'm going to take this lemon, or half of a lemon, what's left of it. We squeezed it. We're going to just lay it down in there and let that do its thing. It's going to bring out a whole other flavor because we're going to brush it in a little bit. Gary is confused again. Well, I'm confused too. So we're going to stir our pasta salad just a little smidge. Yeah, it's nice and it's holding up nice. And as you know, with pasta salad, sometimes what will happen is they you kind of have a tendency to suck up the mayonnaise or whatever dressing you put in there. So for the next day, in case that happens with yours, all you do is just add a little bit of mayonnaise and just toss it again just a little bit. So yeah, it's a running joke with the flamingos. So if anybody wants to participate in this prank with Whistle Stop Homestead, please, by all means. Even if it's just one, you don't have to buy like a whole multi-pack or anything. But one, it'd be just as funny in my opinion. Parmesan is delicious. One costs almost as much as a 6-pack. Yeah. I just see Stephen and Jacqueline. Oh, well. Steve. Gary was saying hi to Steve. So, you guys have any interest in seeing Chinese red bean buns? What's that scrawny critter on? That is Rufus. He got shaved because he pooped his pants, and I tried to give him a bath, and it's kind of hard to give a cat that's freaking out of the bath when you only have one usable arm. And so he ended up matted because I couldn't get him rinsed out properly. And so the only thing I could do was take him in and get him shaved. So that's what happened to him. He got a lion cut. And that was a few weeks ago. So what is that scrawny thing doing on the fireplace? He's actually that's where we keep the cat food bowl so the dogs don't get to him. There's a cat food dish with dry food over there. Yeah. Jerry. Now that would be some funny stuff right there if you did do that, Jerry. I'd be laughing. I think Ed would be getting a whole new PO box. You're like, screw this nonsense. I'm gonna ask for a new PO box and not tell anybody. Okay, so our lemon, just give it a light rub and flip it back over. But I can guarantee you this chicken ain't done yet. I'm gonna put that lemon back in there. Tim, they are still effed up. What's still effed up? Huh? Oh. I don't understand. I'll have to look at that. I keep going in and fixing it. Maybe what I need to do is I need to clean it out, take out the ones that don't show up anymore. Oh, you shipped it directly to his house. Okay. Where?
We can't throw his address out there.
Yeah, I know. We can't throw his physical address up there. That'd be bad manners. Tell Ed he needs to plant the mini flamingos that Jamie sent and grow them in his beds. Oh, I know, right? That'd be funny. What'd be even funnier is if he did it and we snuck over to his house and in the middle of the night just planted a whole bunch of plastic flamingos all over his beds. So he wakes up the next morning and there's like literally thousands of these little plastic pink flamingos. Even if they were just the cardboard ones, that would be freaking hilarious. So, this smells really delightful. Yeah, Nightbot is still screwed up. Okay, let's go back over here to chicken. Check our chicken. Flip it back over. I know, puppy, you want some chickens. These dogs are like very, very into chicken. He's like a really good hot spot now. Puppy, you need to go away. Can you call her? Alright, so now we're going to take our lemon and squish that way. So we're going to squish it this way. Rubby, rubby, rub. You can also get some rosemary and Mediterranean oregano. Let's see where our chicken is. Do the thickest one here. 164, 60, 59, 58. Yeah, we're almost there. We're going to take a little bit of marsala and we're going to hit it with some marsala. Now, another thing that you can use is vermouth. Just gonna let this get nice and happy. Let that marsala reduce. Gonna add a little bit of sweetness to that chicken. Take that lemon and just, blot it. Alright. Oh, God. It's a rough reach. Okay. Set this aside for just a moment. I'm gonna get the romaine. Now, one of the things you can do is you can put the romaine on the bottom and just not dress it. I like it dressed and mixed up and ready for the party. You could also use spinach if you don't like romaine. Now, here's one of the things about salad dressings. When you're making salad dressings that are egg-based, like this one, if you suffer from an immune disorder, or you're pregnant, you're old, or you have an allergy to raw egg yolk, which is a thing, believe it or not, you can always use the yolks from hard-boiled eggs. Believe it or not, you just hard-boil some eggs, and then just take the egg yolks out. I'd use about 4 of them and then put it into the mixer instead of the raw egg yolk. So if you're immune compromised and can't have it, what? I hope I'm not pregnant again. Oh, I know, Tiger. Tried to sell it to the Inquirer the first time around. They just wouldn't buy it. They were all about Bigfoot and the Chupacabra that year. Then again, maybe getting you impregnated one more time wouldn't be such a bad idea, huh? What? I thought Tiger was a guy. Yeah, he is a guy. No, he can't get pregnant, but we like to think he can.
He keeps trying.
I know, he keeps trying. Okay, so there we have it. Look at that. Nice and bulked out and ready for the party. What? Mason sells the parts. Yes, he does. I gotta call Mason tomorrow because I haven't heard from him in a while. I'm worried about him. All right, there we have that. Nice, beautiful pasta salad. Now, if you don't want the pasta, you don't have to put the pasta in there. You can use garbanzo beans and kidney beans if you prefer. Just canned. Or use a gluten-free pasta, whichever. So if you want extra cheese, you can definitely put extra cheese on there, or just do some shaved. This is not shaving very easily. I'm trying to be really super duper fancy by trying to do this really super duper thin, but that's super duper thin enough. So take it, just do that. And go check our chickens, see how we're doing, our chickies. This is a Typher thermometer. Okay, so we have 171 there. You definitely don't want to go too over, but you also don't want to be under. If you're reading low while you're reading high on the other ones, there's something wrong, like a cold spot on your. I'm just going to rotate them around one time, get some of that wine reduction on the tops. See how nice and pretty those are. Blot it with the lemon just a little bit more. I think that chicken is done. It feels done. I don't think my thermometer is reading right. So let's grab a chicken breast and find out. Okay. See if it's lying. You know what? I think I might go back to lava tools because this chicken is definitely done. It also felt done. So there we have that. Nice and perfect in every single way, shape, or form. And we're just going to top it right on the top, right like that. And then if you want to make that the broccoli salad into a salad like this, you can definitely just take a little bit of this because it's got the greenery in it. Just put a little bit right there, like so. However much or however little you want. And take this out of the glass. Just kind of just dot it around. Just like so. It will look just as pretty, if not a little bit on the messy side. Oh my god. Total game changer on the Caesar salad dressing. This is just, oh my god. Amazing. Amazeballs. Alright. We got some color on the top of the chicken, the presentation side. And just kind of pop those up. Just like so. The chicken's definitely done. Come on. Cooperate with me, damn it. Alright. You can definitely smell the marsala. Alright. So, Friday, my sardines should be coming in. And see, that chicken is definitely done. So now we just lay it down right on top. Just like that. Oh my god, that chicken is so good. Alright, Munchie Mafia. So, the Fishwife anchovies are a hit, in my opinion. The link is in the description, I believe. Yeah, and I think they've probably thrown up the link a few times as well. This stuff is just amazing so far. Can't wait to try the sardines because I hate sardines. So what we have here is a Mediterranean pasta salad with a nice piece of chicken with the broccoli salad on top of the pasta salad, just to add a little bit more color contrast, and it gives you more vegetables and some fruit as well. And there's also some nuts in there. Then this one is just a plain Jane Caesar pasta salad with the chicken on top. So I hope you all enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. The chicken is delightful. I think we're gonna have a beautiful dinner tonight. Get some bread on the side. Masala really adds to the flavor of that chicken. Pan-fried sardines, Portuguese style. Don't I need fresh sardines for that though, Tiger? Hey, Maxine. Welcome. Maxine's got when's your next one? Your next live stream, Maxine? Friday morning? She had one yesterday. Just don't mention fuzzy fish. It's not, believe it or not, I don't know what it is about this one, but I noticed that the bones in the anchovies were not as noticeable. I don't know why. I don't know why that is, because I can't imagine that they're filleting them that well, because those anchovies are small, for one. But I noticed, that was one of the things I noticed, is that they don't have those bones in it like the other cans do, where it's just nothing but, you know, that little prickly thing in your mouth over and over and over again. My dinner doesn't look as fancy, but it was definitely good. What did you make, Shade Tree? Did you do a video on it? Love to see it. Friday, noon Central. She's doing punching. So if you guys want to check out Maxine Moves. It's fitness for people over 50. And if you're under 50, that's okay too. She'll not yell at you for being there. They have little kids pulling out the bones. I don't think that's true, Jerry. But anyway, so one of the sides of the fishwife. What is a fishwife? A brash, foul-mouthed woman who sells fish. Does that describe me? Except for I don't sell fish, but today I'm selling fish. Fishwife. Now I'm really thoroughly enjoying this little adventure that I'm going on with all their different ones. But I'm not doing all their different ones. I'm just doing the 3 plus the sardine, because we definitely have to do the. We got the 25 likes that I was looking for. So we're definitely going to be doing the focaccia with the sardines in this last can of anchovy, and I think y'all will be very, very, very happy to see that, because the focaccia is from scratch. So you'll definitely have to watch that one. Does that sound like her? Question mark, says Timmy. Yes, it does. Yes, broccoli, but if you can't eat broccoli, you can use cauliflower instead. Or broccolini. You could also, if you want, you could do asparagus even, or some blanched, quartered Brussels sprouts, which is also another cruciferous vegetable, but it's more along the lines of the cabbage family and not so much the broccoli, the brassica family. So there's that. And, you could do it just about any kind of green vegetable that you would want and exchange it. It's okay. But it's got the cherries and the cranberries, dates, pistachios, tomatoes, onions, green onions, Genoa salami, and pasta, and romaine lettuce, and baby tomatoes, and so on. Hello, blonde traveling gypsy. So we just made 2 salads and topped them with chicken. Although the broccoli one can be served without chicken. But, you know, it's good to have protein in your diet. So this is probably about 7 ounces of protein. Or 7 ounces of meat. Chicken. So that should just about cover my daily protein for the day, on top of the yogurt that I had earlier. So anyway,
Just on a side note, my life is moving to Thursday starting next week.
oh yeah, starting next week, Timmy's Tuesday live drives are being moved over to Thursday, because he is officially done with wound care clinic. Yay! And so now he's just going weekly.
At this point, we're still weekly. But
At this point, weekly to the podiatrist, just to check up on things and see how the hole is not reopening or reforming, I should say, and to take care of any callus that could cause potential problems, and also check on the status of his prosthetic. So, yes, Simon, he is healed. However, we're still waiting on the prosthetic. I don't know if they ordered it yet, or if that's what they're going to be addressing on Thursday at his appointment. But he needs a new prosthetic in his shoe so that
It takes the weight off that spot.
It takes the weight off of that spot, makes it no longer load bearing by putting the weight distribution across other parts of the foot instead of that one, so that it does not reopen. This wasn't a pressure sore or anything like that. It was what's it called? Varicose carcinoma. He had a cancer on the bottom of his foot that he had to cut off cut out of his foot, out of the bottom of his foot 3 years ago. So, you have one in your shoe too? Yeah, they're a pain. They're a pain because it's like one time they ordered a prosthetic for his shoe, and while he was waiting around for 6 months, waiting for them to make the prosthetic for his shoe, the wound reopened, and he had to start that whole process all over again. But that was an actual foot ulcer, a diabetic foot ulcer, and not the carcinoma. But it could have been what caused the carcinoma to begin with, because varicose carcinoma is related to trauma. Repeated trauma to the same area, huh?
It's caused by trauma.
Caused by trauma. So, and what's the word? Abnormal cells grow. That's what it is. That's what I wanted to say. I'm trying to sound smart here and failing at it. I'm sorry, guys. It's been one of those weeks for me. So anyway, Munchie Mafia, here we have it. Now, Sunday is the first Sunday of the month, which means it is the Mystery Wheel of Misfortune. We will be doing whatever the hell it was that we spun the last time. I don't remember what it was. Do you?
Of course.
Can I see your phone? Or send it to me, whichever. Because I honestly, once when we spin this wheel, I write it down on the table, and most of the time I forget to take a picture of it with my phone, because that's how I keep track of it. Is I take a picture of it with my phone, and then it gets wiped off because we use the counter here, and so Timmy's been taking care of that role and being the keeper of the mystery ingredients, and I forget about it until days before the Mystery Wheel of Misfortune, so I don't think about what it is that. Well, yeah, are you gonna text it to me or not? And Jerry, I found that gimbal for $149. I sent you the link earlier. I don't know if you saw it, but anyway, so we do the spinning of the wheel, and we get the ingredients, and I forget about it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it until we're close to it, because it's like it's just not something that I need to pollute my mind with. We don't use ChatGPT for help. We don't phone a friend. We don't look through cookbooks. Not that you're going to find any of these recipes in cookbooks, because who's going to put frickin' Twizzlers with tripe and chitlins and hash brown patties and I think there was cactus or something. Who's going to find that? Okay, so we got, really?
That's it.
Oh my God. I quit. Cinnamon rolls, sweet tarts, shrimp, Spam, and tomato is the next Mystery Wheel of mother freaking misfortune. Why? Why do you people do this to me? Oh, God. Yes, Mason's birthday's coming up. His birthday's on the 12th, right? Did you see my comment, Sivi? Probably not. Hello, Miss Daisy May. Welcome. Long time no see. Haven't seen you in a while. Let's see here. The anchovies you'll hardly taste. Is that what you said?
That's the last one I saw.
That's the last one I saw, too. Oh, Chef Cletus is in. I didn't see Chef Cletus. Hello. No video, but picture in my community post. I made eye of round steak pasta salad with Bush's hickory and brown sugar. Ooh, God.
That sounds good.
I'm coming over to your house. There better be extras. Save me a plate. I'll save you a plate of this. We'll swap. So yes, I saw your comment. I promise that I'm... What?
Nothing.
Shut up, Timmy. You're eating it. whether you like it or not. And you're not calling door, or you're not getting DoorDash involved. You're eating this because it's good for you. So now I forgot what I was going to say because he's over there grousing about something under his breath, muttering some sort of expletives about dinner tonight. I think he wants to come over to your house, and I think he's ready to file for divorce. So good luck. You can have him. As long as you throw him a Coke every once in a while or an orange Fanta, you shouldn't have a problem. Give him the remote control. Let him be the king of the remote control. Just stick him in a corner. He'll be fine. Just send me your mailing address so that I can ship him to you. I'll even pay for the shipping. How much do you think it would cost to ship a 6'6" man that's missing 6 toes via UPS or USPS? Mexican Coke, okay, Tim? No, I don't think Mexican Coke will work. Who's on the outro? The outro. We do not change the outro. When we spin on Sundays, we run that one on Sunday or the following Sunday. So today we're running Sophie's the second time around because the previous time or the previous week was Arlene went twice. So we go Sunday to Saturday, and that's how we work our week. So.
Unless you want to just race something for fun.
Unless you want to race something for fun, I don't know. Depends on the weight. I don't know, 240 something, 230 something. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm guessing. All I know is he has no butt. He's got absolutely no butt, So. For a brief period between 1913 and 1915, a small number of parents in the United States legally mailed their children to nearby relatives. Yes, they did. Can we just say that he identifies as a child, and we identify as this being the year 1913, and just go from there? Anyway, no ass at all. Yes, exactly. Gary said sure. So, hey, we're mailing them to you, Shaytree. Congratulations, winner. Not. Oh, okay. So, Munchie Mafia, I think that's going to be it for tonight. We're identifying the year now. Yes, we are. We're identifying the year. It is that time. So. I really hate to say goodbye, so we're just going to have to say a fond goodnight. And keep an eye out for upcoming stuff that's coming up soon. And somewhere in between, we're going to work in the Tale of Two Chilies and see where we get. But I never did get an answer to, do you guys want to see some Chinese red bean buns? They're kind of desserty things. The red bean paste would be made from scratch. Would you like to see how that's made? If you do, I don't know. Upcoming stuff that's coming up. Yes, upcoming. Yes. So, Mystery Wheel of Misfortune. The following or next Wednesday, we're gonna do the focaccia. And then we're just going to go from there at that point. I think the next one after that is dedicated to Greg Johnson. I think that's the the cube steak done a different way than the way that I last did it. So you get to see a different variation to that. And then we also have pasties that's dedicated to Tiger. We're going to do Sunday roast pasties. And barbecue chicken bombs. And what's that? You'll see. Stay tuned. And also, we're doing s'mores. Sugar-free s'mores. We're going to be making the graham crackers from scratch. They're going to be sugar-free. Sugar-free marshmallows from scratch. And we're also going to make some sugar-free chocolate truffle bar to go with it. So it's going to be extra gooey and extra messy, and it's going to be oh so divine. So That's what we got going on. So anyway, much love to y'all. Thank you for the super chats, and I hope you all have a wonderful night, and we will see you on Sunday. Love ya. Bye.
Before you go, I want each and every one of you to know that I appreciate this time that we spent together. Thank you for being here. So sad that our time is done for tonight, and I really hate saying goodbye. So let's just say a fond good night, or even a sad little toodaloo. Perhaps even a till next time, maybe a ta-ta for now. We'll be here or on off-topic squirrel, because Bucci needs love too. It's been really fun with all our friends, no matter if you're old or you're new. So before you let that door slam behind you, fondle that like button lovingly and go back to your life as it were before you hit that play button on YouTube. Oh my, Chef Sivi, what's cooking? If you haven't yet subscribed to Munchie Mafia Official, now is that time. What's stopping you? Since you're still here on YouTube, we are saying thank you to Mrs. Deesler. She is a founding subscriber since we started this channel 2.5 years ago. Don't be such a stranger. So fat. Whoa, oh my, Chef Sivi, what's cooking? Ooh. Thanks for coming, and please remember, as you are in your very own kitchen and cooking for your family, community, and friends, to always cook with love and eat with passion, unless it has Twizzlers in it. Whoever suggested that is gonna have. Chef Sivi says, Siri, stir up some magic, whiskey, and a little mischief, bakey, bake a little mystery, with the spinning wheel of misfortune. We really hate saying goodbye, so let's just say a fun good night. Or even a silent night. Perhaps even up till next time, maybe even a ta-ta for now. We'll be here or on off-topic squirrel, because Bucci need love.